Hello and congratulations on getting your own Soan Papdi board. Hopefully it came in a package like this, and I'm going to unpack mine. So as of today, this is the kind of packaging we have. Okay, there's some paper inside the box, and then there is the Soan Papdi board. And let me put it right here. Great. So the board comes in various colors, 5 colors, I believe, red, blue, green, white, and black. I happen to have a green one and a black one. So this obviously is the black one. What I want to do is quickly walk you through what all is on the board. So first off, this is the FPGA. These are the GPIOs, the general purpose input outputs of the FPGA. Now some of these are connected to the memory. So this is the memory. This is where the circuit is. So the configuration details of the circuit, they are available here. Now notice that this is unlike a microcontroller or a processor. In a microcontroller or processor, you feed the program that the microprocessor follows one instruction at a time. It reads that instruction, infers what needs to be done, and then goes ahead and does that, like add to number, move this value to that place, and things like that. FPGA, completely different thing. It has got lot of LUTs, lookup tables, or logical, some building blocks in there. And what we do is programming an FPGA means you reconnect those blocks in a way that it becomes a hardware, a digital hardware circuit, a digital circuit. So AND gate, for example, a CPU has the hardware already to perform the ANDing operation. In case of FPGA, you have to design a circuit that performs that operation. This all becomes clear as you try a few examples. But anyways, this is then the memory where the circuit is, and on every power on, this FPGA will rewire itself to become the circuit whose description is available here. So these are the workhorses, so to speak, the FPGA, the memory. And then we have the USB-C. So now, as you can imagine, from USB-C, we send the circuit configuration that goes to the memory and lives there. And that's about it. And every time you power on, whatever is here, the FPGA becomes that circuit. Okay, so long explanation about FPGA becoming the circuit. Then we have 8 LEDs here, deliberately named D7 down to D0. Um, this has to do with the fact that we wanted this to be seen as 8-bit data for whatever circuits you're making. If it's doing mathematical operations, well, 8-bit value you can just present here by lighting up the LEDs. Then we have status switches here, status LEDs. These are white, these are yellow. So S3 down to S0. We thought that if you're implementing a state machine and you wanted to convey uh, potentially 16 states, well, these four LEDs can help you with that. Then at the bottom here we have 8 switches grouped as A3 down to A0 and then B3 down to B0. And the reason they are again grouped that way is you can use these as 4-bit inputs and have 2 set of those. So B3 down to B0 can be one set of inputs, and A3 down to A0 can be one set of inputs. Obviously, 4-bit input, 4-bit input. You can also use the LEDs, the status, and the switches in whichever shape and form you want to. There's no restriction that you use it for like a 4-bit arithmetic or things like that. None of that. It's just that for educational purposes, for anyone getting started with digital electronics, let's say digital circuit design, we thought that this kind of a representation would be best. Okay, and then in terms, you want to go ultra creative, then we have left some unconnected pins, unconnected to any of, let's say, LED or switch. So you can connect like a wire here and then pull it out on a breadboard and then have a custom circuit, maybe an analog circuit there. These pins or ports, well, connectors rather, you need not bother about it. We use this to load the initial program to the flash. Flash is same as the flash memory. Then there are some voltage supply, power supply related stuff here. On the other side, I believe there is a, yeah, I believe this is a power regulator, so we don't have to bother about this. Must mention, so the board is made in collaboration with DIY with Hardik. Hardik has designed this entire board and shipped it to you. All right, so what else do we have here? So we have the reset and the program button. So the reset is to power cycle the board, turn the power off and turn the power on again. And if you keep the program button pressed while you do the power cycling, like program button is pressed and you press and release the reset button, this board goes into the programming mode. And programming mode essentially means that now you can send it bitstream, you can send it the configuration for the circuit and it'll keep it in the memory. So the FPGA operates in two modes. One is programming, where it is accepting the configuration, and the other is the normal mode, wherein it is becoming the circuit that's on the memory. Okay, great. So this is like a walkthrough, and we haven't even turned it on yet. So let's do that. You would need a USB uh, cable. So I have a USB cable, um, and then I'm just simply plugging it in. So what all do we have here? We have the power LED. I don't know what this LED is, but I think it relates to the programming mode. I'm not too sure, forgot the reasoning behind it. These all are on, which is okay. And now to check the board, so to speak. If you turn A3 on, well, all the LEDs will turn on, the D7 down to D0, and then S3 down to S0 would be turned off. Now, anything else that we can do? Yes, we can toggle, well, not toggle, but turn all the switches on, and there is a LED that represents the state of the switch. So these are just, you know, there for the purposes of indicating whether the switch is on or off. I should mention the one and the on here have no meaning. You can attach like a meaning to on, saying that the switch is on, but then that's about it. The one has no meaning here. Cool. So this is then the FPGA, Soan Papdi FPGA. If you have got one, congratulations. If you haven't, good time to order. And in the next one, what I want to do is walk you through the software installation and how you can get started with programming this board. All right, with this, I'll catch you in the next one.